If you haven't noticed, all around the globe, there have been real strange incidents occurring. Gun violence has risen, not just in Detroit, but in cities and in suburbs that you wouldn't think would have crime rising. Among the short period of time, I have seen reports of kids being murdered, shot down, fathers being killed, murdered, and the criminals are being free to walk around in the inner city, and they are able to have the capability to put fear in good abiding citizens. Oh, I give thanks to any man that's standing up in his community. For years, I've been doing this, and God has continuously watched over me. But God gave me a vision, and I'm not going to stick and be stuck on this topic, because I know a lot of you, my friends, just gave up hope. I know a lot of you don't believe in the supernatural power, and I don't want to put my testimony on your shoulders, but the truth must be told. It's time to spit out the truth so we can put out the lies. I know I must be doing something when the critics and when you have people who are sending the most craziest death threats to a brother who have not killed a man, to a brother who have not arrested anyone, to a man who is doing good deeds in his city. But I see and I have had visions of what's coming ahead. And if you haven't looked real good at what's going on around you, something is going to break, and we could be up shit creek. It's sad that our men of today, they did a survey asking, if war broke out today against ISIS, any terrorist group, will you, if the government asks, will you fight to protect this country? 16% of the men said they would. 81% of men said hell no. They would not fight for this country. Do you follow where I'm going? We have got caught up in this brainwashed system that has socialized our minds, our children, our young adults, that it's just in a matter of time that there's going to be a war that's going to be so out of control that us as the adults won't be able to handle. What will you do if that day comes when you had to stand up or rise up against those who are old enough to be your son, your daughter? What are you going to do when the time comes, when the rage blows up and all you see is middle-aged men running through communities, lighting up streets, raping our women, breaking and looting stores? We must start talking. You see, we could be out here protesting, standing on the corners, which I always said it wasn't going to solve the solution. When someone is raped, when someone is shot, it should not be no more than 12 hours before someone reacts, depending on that time. But as I look at the all-around matter, God wants me to use my fighting power to get into the minds of those who are the youth, one way or another. Because right now, as adults, the black man is letting the Negroes get away with too much. The black man is in his own community scared to go to the corner store because of these young adults and what they might do to retaliate. No matter how many death threats come my way, I'm going to pray about it and I'm going to be about it. This is maturity. And this identifies the man who is speaking to you. If I didn't wise up, my young brothers, I would not be living right now. You got a chance to live. You got a chance to live. You got a chance to live. So what are you going to do with it? It's time for you to pull up your pants. And it's time for you to see other directions than a wrong direction. That road path that you are walking down. I'm not about to sugarcoat and try to pat you on the back from messing up. You got time to straighten up. You got time to get out here and develop your life instead of sitting back letting these enemies and your so-called friends destroy your life. You have time to wake up. And you have time to get up and do what God wants you to do. Peace.
Jordan Beats.